So before I properly start this first video, I want to explain what I'm doing here. I call these WWWs, which means Wonderful Woman of the Week, and basically what I'm going to do is every week I'm going to make a quick video about a woman who I think is inspiring, who pushes boundaries, who changes the world, whether that's in a big way or a small way. So the very first WWW that I want to talk about is named Claire Wineland, and there's two reasons why I want to talk about Claire. The first is that she is incredibly inspirational, incredibly brave, and you'll find out more about that in the next few minutes. But the second reason, and the reason why I wanted her to be the first WWW, is because Claire actually passed away this September, on September 2nd, at 21 years old. She passed away after a double lung transplant, but that is not what this video is about. As Claire would have wanted it, this video is about her life and how incredible that life was. Claire spoke candidly about living with cystic fibrosis, which is a genetic, progressive, terminal illness, which basically means that you're born with it gets worse as you get older, and eventually you die from it. If you want to know more about it, I've included a link at the bottom of this video to Claire herself talking about the disease. It's 2 minutes, it's super quick, and it's really informative, so I do suggest you go check it out. So when Claire was 13, she went into a coma because of lung failure, and she was in it for 3 weeks, and they put her on an oscillator. Now, nobody in medical history who has cystic fibrosis has ever come off of an oscillator alive. And at 13 years old, Claire did. And that is just the baseline of her accomplishments. Claire was absolutely incredible. Claire was a public speaker from the age of 14. She won Glamour Magazine's College Woman of the Year award. She inspired and educated thousands of people with her viral YouTube channel, and she started Claire's Place Foundation, which is a nonprofit that helps financially and emotionally support families living with cystic fibrosis.
When you pity people who are sick, you take away their power. That I am sick, I will probably always be sick, and yet I am 100% content and happy with my life. 100%.
Watching one of Claire's videos, she talked about how before she found Stephen Hawking, as a child, she didn't have any role models. She didn't have any heroes. She didn't know anybody who was sick and who was using their lives to change the world. And what I think is so amazing about her is that she gave the gift of a role model to the next generation of kids who are in the exact same position that she was in. Kids who are in and out of the hospital dealing with different variations of illnesses and diseases. They have someone to look up to. They have a hero, and that is because of her, and they get to see the impact that she made with her life and how incredibly she spent her time here, and that is an invaluable gift. She inspired everybody who she talked to. Everybody who had the opportunity to listen to her was touched by her life and by her story, and she truly was an old soul. You have to watch some of her videos on living, on dying, on how to be proud of your life. And she gave the world a hero. There is so much more that I could say about Claire, but I don't want to keep you for too long, so below I have also included a link to Claire's Place Foundation in case you want to check it out for yourself, and I highly recommend that you do. I want to finish off with a quote by Claire. This was said during one of her speeches. Let's stop thinking about the death part of it, because that doesn't matter to me. We have no control over it. But what we do have control over is whether or not we are proud of our lives. I'm just as confused as everyone else on how to make our lives a piece of art, but I think that part of the joy of it is simply trying. Thank you so much for watching the first of the WWWs. We will be back next week with a new woman to learn about. Have a good week, everybody.